Right, good morning everybody and welcome to the 44th Friday morning warm-up, and as always we have a variety of things to do which will warm up various parts of our body and our mind. And we will start with some clapping, and I don't think John Arnell's here yet. I can't see him, but a couple of weeks ago I put up a rhythm from Steve Reich's clapping music, the first bar, or the bar that gets repeated by clapper number one. And he said that he'd been to see a performance of this at the Queen Elizabeth Hall and really enjoyed it, thought it was fantastic. And he also met Steve Reich once as well. So, at a party, I think he said. So I thought we'd put up the clapping rhythm again. This time I've given you the second bar. Now, you can, if you want, just... let me just make sure that's... yeah, hopefully you can see the rhythm on the screen. Now, the top bar is the bar which gets repeated by clapper number one, and that just gets repeated for the whole 3 or 4 minutes. We're just going to do it for 1 minute. Bar number two is the one underneath. Now, what you can do is just clap number one, which is what I'm going to clap. If you want to if you're feeling adventurous, have a go at clapping number two, or you could start at number one and then move to number two, without pausing, of course, and get the feeling of the two being clapped in and out of time with each other. For those of you that don't know, the actual piece of music itself, called clapping music, what happens is each bar, the first note is taken off and put on the end, so that the actual pattern shifts in phase up through the various stages until eventually it gets back to the beginning again. So the clapper will go in and out of step with the original clapper number one after a... Well, it's not actually after 12 bars because they multiply them up, but you get the idea anyway. So, if you do well on this, you can always perform Steve Reich's clapping music as you walk through the park. So I'm going to put the metronome on at a steady pace. By all means, tap your feet if you want to. That's a 6 beat. You'll hear the ding every 6 beats. So I'm going to just clap number one. You can clap number one. If you want to clap number two, you can do that as well, or mix them up. Here we go. After 6. After 6, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. There we go. Well, that's a little flavour of what that music sounds like. So if you want to check that out, it's on Spotify, clapping music, Steve Reich. And there isn't a lot more to it than that, other than the various other permutations of the two rhythms. But it's an interesting exercise in clapping. Okay, let's grab the instruments and start to warm them up and warm ourselves up. So I'm just going to play the note, concert note C, and you can do whatever you want to get your instrument warmed up. Single notes, long notes, short notes, arpeggios, trills, all sorts of things. Here we go, just for a minute. winding down. Okay, good-o. That's gonna get a bit of air into our instruments, and okay, just moving on now to the chromatic scale. So I've just got to readjust my metronome from 6 beats a bar to 4. Shouldn't be too complicated. There we go. Okay, right. So we're going to do the chromatic scale, which I mentioned in the email. So it's going to start on concert C. It's going to go up a semitone and then back down again, and then move up to the next note and the next one. So I always say, for guitarists particularly and piano players, do actually be aware of what notes you're playing rather than just moving up the frets, so that you can cleanly and easily move across to the other strings at the right time. So I know all you wind instruments, you're thinking about the notes all the time, but here we go. So starting on concert C after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. Last one. Good. Should have reached the octave there. Let's repeat that. So starting from the low concert C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And now we will play 1 octave chromatic scale from concert C up to the octave and all the way down again, just like we normally do. So, okay, we'll do it at a little bit faster. So just going to go literally C, C sharp, D, or whatever for your key. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And down. And I'm going to do that 2 more times, getting faster. Okay, you're up to 110 beats a minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 more time. Let's go up to 100. How about 128 as a random number? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Phew! Right, let's move on. That was the chromatic scale. We're moving on now to the exercise sheet, a warm-up sheet. So if you'd like to get that up in front of you in some form or other. And that's the concert one on the screen. So yeah, today's scale is C minor pentatonic. And we'll just play the first bar first of all. Actually, no, I was going to get you to listen, sing, and then play. So I'm going to play it once, and then we're going to sing it. Yes. Just from memory, just from what you heard me play. and then that will make it easier when you come to actually play it yourself. So that's the first note. So I'll just play it once, just the scale, not as written, just the straight scale. Just do that again. You can hum along just to get the 3, 4. Okay, now sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. 3, 4. Da, 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 da. And now, if you can, when we come to play bar 1, which is the first thing we're going to do, if you're not blowing something, you can sing at the same time. So let's do bar number 1 and back down to 80 beats a minute. So just going to play literally bar 1 just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Bar number 2, just once. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And one more time. I'm not singing because that might put you off. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And for guitarists, you'll see, if you're using the tab, you'll see that's not the usual configuration of fingers. It's gives you the same end result, but in a different position on the neck of the guitar for playing C minor pentatonic. So let's play those first 2 bars as written, and repeating that middle note. Don't forget the root note in the middle. So as written, first 2 bars after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move on to bar number 3. So that's just the previous bar descending, following the same rhythmic pattern. Yep. Sorry, just looking at something. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay, bar number 3 then, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when playing these sort of things, it's always a good idea to play them as nicely as you can, as well as you can, as if somebody was listening, as if it was part of a performance, in fact, rather than just sort of, well, they're the notes, you know, and thinking, well, that will do. Actually be in the habit all the time when practicing, when playing anything in a practice session, actually to play it as if it's part of a performance, so that you get into the habit of playing every note in pitch, perfect timing, perfect sound, exactly as you want it. So on to the 4th bar, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those last two bars, bars 3 and 4, as written. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And last time, bars 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4. And just to finish off this part of the session, we'll do the top line all the way across from left to right as written after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time, just a little bit quicker. You can hear the metronome speeding up. I can feel your heartbeat speeding up at the same time. Here we go. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, good. Right. Well, that's the C minor arpeggio scale. That's got us started. And we're going to move now on to the minor arpeggio second inversion, which is shown on the second line. And I did ask, didn't I, for some examples of tunes which start with that particular triad. And I had a few examples. So Chris suggested Moonlight Sonata, which is one I'm sure you'll recognise, that one that goes something like this. Which certainly does start on that triad, that particular inversion. Love theme to the Godfather. That was a suggestion of Julie's. It does. I can't remember how it goes now, but that certainly starts on that. And so does Reviewing the Situation from Oliver. The chorus part of it does as well. So my suggestion was one I hope you're all familiar with, is Teddy Bear's Picnic. Do 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 do. So that's my suggestion. So if you want a tune to help you recognise when you hear that particular interval, the minor second inversion, then pick one of those tunes which is the most familiar to you. So let's play the line number 2 as written all the way across the page. All 4 bars of line 2 after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can hear it. Yes, there we go. Right, it's funny how you hear these things now, don't you? Let's do that again. So line 2 all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. So here we go with the after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And guitarists will recognise their fingers are falling into shapes which are part of minor chords, aren't they? So that little portion will be the second inversion triad that we've just played. So there we go. That's got started on the triad. Do 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 do. Now moving on to line 3, and this is just playing the scale in a different kind of way. Really, it's just jumping up in intervals. So it's going up to the first note, then the second, then the third and the fourth. So we're just going to play it as written, and there's a little rundown of the scale at the end. There's all sorts of patterns you could use for practicing scales. This is just one I picked out of the hat. So here we go, after 4, all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. After 4, for the final time. 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of picking out the intervals that you'll find in the C minor pentatonic scale. Okay, we're now moving back to the triad idea, and so for the last bit of this sheet, just going through these sort of rhythmic patterns based on that second inversion triad. So you're going to hear Teddy Bear's Picnic and Moonlight Sonata, and reviewing the situation from Oliver many times in the next few minutes. First of all, we'll just play the first bar. We'll just loop that. I've changed the fret position as well for the guitarists. Not for any particular reason, but here we go. So we're just going to play the first bar looped. 1, 2, 3, 4. On to bar number 2. Let's just play it once to make sure we get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's loop it. 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Last time. On to bars 3 and 4 now. So this is a 2-bar pattern. Bars 15 and 16, 3 and 4 of that line again. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Yeah, that's good. That's better. On to the next line, on to the last line. And so this is another 2-bar phrase. So let's just play that once. So bars 3 and 4 of the last, bars 1 and 2 of the last line. After 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now loop it. 2, 3, 4. we're on to the third bar now. Introducing some triplets. Dee-dee-dee. Just do it once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now we'll loop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Da da da. Da da da. And finally, onto some semiquavers. Oh, thumb's got stuck. This is the position I was holding those notes. So this is a da 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 da, a da 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 da, no da 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 da. So semiquavers with crotchet rests in between. This is quite quick. I'll slow it down slightly actually, no point in doing these things too quick. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yep, so da 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 da. Da 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 is your rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, let's just do that again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's better. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can loop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Ooh, right, gosh. That's warmed up my left thumb, which has got into a stuck position. Okay, that's that particular part of the morning done and dusted, and we're now going to move on to the strumming. So, oh, got a lot of chords on there. Okay, there are our chords for the day, and if you're strumming this, where I've put D minor hyphen G7, for example, that's 2 beats on each chord, so it's kind of split the bar. That's a bar in length, so it's a half bar on each. So it's still a whole bar on the C minor, but half a bar on the D minor G7. Same with the F minor B flat and so on. So I've just used those hyphens to indicate the half bar point. And same for everybody else if you're playing arpeggios, or you can use the C minor pentatonic scale to improvise over it if you wish as well. That will work perfectly fine and dandy. So I'm just going to strum that, fairly straightforward strumming, and then join in. So here we go. Just for a minute, get my old egg timer going. My 1 minute egg timer, my underboiled egg timer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the beginning. the last time. Finish on the C minor. And there we go. That concludes this morning's early morning warm-up. I hope you feel nice and warmed up. And don't forget Freddie Freeloader for those of you who want to play along. That's on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And email me if you haven't got the details, but I'll send them out properly on Saturday morning. Let me get this off the screen and say goodbye and thank you for coming along.
Bye-bye.
Right, see you next week, hopefully.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next one.